AITA for canceling our wedding after my fiancé said something disgusting about my little brother? I'm in a tough spot ATM. My fiancé, let's call her Karen, and me were about to get married in a bit more than 6 months. Everything started to go bad when we started to talk about the guest list. Karen had been saying for a while she didn't want my little brother. Let's go with Chad for a while, but she wouldn't give me a real explanation. I've told her many times my brother's presence was absolutely not negotiable though. For some background, Chad and me have always been super close. Our parents weren't abusing or anything, but they weren't really the serious kind of parents. They would often drop us at grandma's to go party, and as soon as I was old enough to take care of us both, they just let the house and the bro for me to handle. This is a trash way to treat your kids, sure, but at least it allowed us to bond super close. I'm not exaggerating when I say he is my favorite person in the whole world. I would take a bullet for him, and I think the only people who could brag about being as loved as I love him are my future kids. So yeah, my baby brother's presence at my wedding is not something I am willing to sacrifice at all. Now a few days ago the topic of the guests came back on the table, and Karen said one more time that she doesn't want Chad there. I was really getting pissed at that point and told her there wouldn't be a wedding at all if he isn't there, so she better either drop it or leave. Then I asked her why the hell doesn't she want him there in the first place. So that bitch tells me she doesn't want a faggot on her wedding day and that her family doesn't approve of this lifestyle. I was like, did she really just say that? I knew she wasn't exactly the progressive type, but it never got that far. Like, my brother is the sweetest, kindest, purest soul on earth. I couldn't believe she would hate him so much for something so trivial. And yet Chad is bi. He came out to me when he was 20, and he looked so damn scared. I told him I loved him no matter what OFC, and I promised myself I wouldn't let anyone else make him feel that scared or hurt ever again. And I couldn't even imagine that woman in the same room as him after what she just said. Protective big bro instincts kicked in, and I told her we're fucking done. I asked her back the ring, that she reluctantly gave back, before telling her she had 10 minutes to pack her things and get TF out of my house before I called the cops. Obviously I canceled everything and told everyone who would ask the exact reason why Karen and I are done. Sweet Chad obviously heard of it, and saw the proportion this drama was gaining. He even told me it's not a big deal if he's not there, he just wants me to be happy. I told him my big day is meant to be the happiest in my life, and it wouldn't fucking be without him. And I certainly can't be happy with someone like Karen given who she really is. Well, now she is back to her parents' house, and some of our mutual friends have really distanced themselves from her. I've got a lot of texts from her family, all more hateful than the previous one, and ended up blocking them all. Karen on the other hand hasn't been really aggressive or anything, just alternating between guilt tripping and cries, saying how I ruined her life, news spread like wildfire apparently, and that she can't believe I ruined our 4 years relationship over a word. But not once she has apologized for what she told about Chad, so I know even more I don't want to do anything to do with her anymore. So yeah, maybe I'm the age, but I don't think so, and honestly I think she deserves every part of the backlash she is getting. She has to face the consequences of her hatred, and it's great her true self has been revealed to the world. Who even says that in Seattle anyway, lol.